Hello everyone, I am Professor Mukule Piyar. Today we are going to continue our topic, that is error control mechanism. In the last video, I have discussed about for noiseless channel. In this video, I am going to discuss about for noisy channel. Now, what is meaning by noisy channel? Noisy means the channel with loss of data, okay, or we can say impurities. So what is meaning by noisy channel? Noisy channel means loss of data or impurities are present in that particular channel. So for the noisy channel, there are basically three approaches. We have already discussed about it. First approach is stop and wait ERQ. Then second is go back in ERQ. And third one is selective repeat ARQ. ARQ means what? Automatic repeat request. Okay. So in today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the stop and wait ARQ. In the last lecture, we have discussed about the stop and wait protocol, simple stop and wait protocol. What happened in that? Generally, the sender sends some data, okay, and wait for the acknowledgement from the receiver. So this was the scenario in the general stop and wait protocol. But the working of the stop and wait ARQ is quite different as compared to the simple stop and wait protocol. Okay. So what happened in stop and wait ARQ? Basically, it overcome the disadvantages of simple stop and wait protocol. So how it overcome the simple how it overcome the disadvantages? Let's see. So first of all, it will cover all the disadvantages of the simple stop and wait protocol. Disadvantages what? Which kind of disadvantages? So first one, that is as I told that it overcomes the disadvantages. So which disadvantages? That is timeout period, okay, plus second one, that is sequence number for data, and sequence number for acknowledgement. Okay, sequence number for data, sequence number for acknowledgement, and timeout period. Okay, so in the stop and wait ARQ, we are going to combine all these advantages so that we'll overcome all the disadvantages of simple stop and wait protocol. So now let's see what happened in this protocol. So first we'll consider about what? Timeout period. So what is timeout period? In the timeout period, the sender will simply wait for particular amount of time. For example, I am mentioning in the figure here. So this is the sender and this is the receiver. So sender will simply send the data through the channel. So suppose this is data D1, sender will send this data, okay, and it will wait for particular time period, okay, that is nothing but timeout period. For what? For what purpose he will wait? For gaining the acknowledgement or receiving the acknowledgement from the receiver. Suppose he will wait for 5 seconds, okay, 5 seconds. Then after 5 seconds, what happen if the receiver will get the data, then he will see the acknowledgement. Okay, he will see the acknowledgement. So this time period is called as what? This time period is called timeout period. Okay, or this time span is called timeout period. Okay, then what it will do? That is simple. Stop and wait ARQ. What it will do? It will provide the sequence number for the data. Sequence number means what? Suppose this is the data, so it will give the number to the data, that is data D1. Okay, and then sender will send the data to the receiver. After receiving the data by the receiver side, receiver will decide that which data it is. That means the number, which number is represented by the data. Okay. Same thing will happen with what? Sequence number for acknowledgement. Means what? Suppose this is the data D1. Okay. And for that data D1, if successfully received by the receiver, then receiver will send the acknowledgement with the number, that is acknowledgement number 1. Suppose we will again send the data, that is data number 2. So what happened in this case? Data number 2, if it will receive by the receiver, then it will see the acknowledgement as acknowledgement number 2 or acknowledgement 2. Okay, simple scenario is here. The numbers are given to the data and also the numbers are given to the acknowledgement. So why all this happening in stop and wait ARQ? Because in the previous protocol, that is simple stop and wait protocol, what happened? Sometimes the problem of data loss occur, then sometimes the problem of loss of acknowledgement also occur. What happened due to the loss of acknowledgement? Due to the loss of acknowledgement, the sender will again send the same data to the receiver which it has already received. Okay, so that was the problem in simple stop and wait protocol. So this strategy or this scenario is used in what? Stop and wait ARQ protocol. Okay, so I am going to draw the simple working of this protocol so that all of you can understand the actual working of the stop and wait protocol. So basically I am going to draw a figure here, that is working of stop and wait protocol. Suppose this is a sender and this is a receiver. Okay, then sender will send the data, that is data 0 to the receiver. After successfully receiving this data 0, what receiver will do? Receiver will simply send the acknowledgement, that is acknowledgement 0. Okay, as I have already told, both the data and acknowledgement have the number. Okay, similar will happen with what? Next data. Okay, suppose the data 1, okay, data 0 successfully received. Suppose the data 1 will lost somewhere. Okay, sender sent the data 1 and suppose it lost in somewhere in the channel. So what happened in that case? The sender will simply wait for the particular time span, that is we called it as what? Timeout period. Suppose this is a 5-second timeout period. After that, if the sender won't get the acknowledgement from the receiver, then what will sender do? Sender will again send the same data. That is, it will again send the data one to the receiver. Okay. Now, in this case, if the data one successfully received by the receiver, then receiver will send the acknowledgement to the sender. Means, basically, in a simple way, what happened in this protocol? All the things will be done by the sender itself. Receiver will just simply receive the data and send the acknowledgement. Receiver won't do anything in this type of protocol. Okay. So in next lecture, we are going to discuss about the examples on stop and wait protocol. So thank you for watching the video. Thank you so much.